Hey everyone, it's Facebook Live and today is my birthday. And I'm sharing this live today on my birthday because it came to me when I woke up this morning. I need to share this experience because I think many of you, if not all of you, might relate. So this birthday, today, I turned a big one. Big number. It's 70. I actually saying it. You know, what happened for me is, many of you know, I teach in all my courses, my programs, my counseling, my coaching, mindset, and how to open up your vibration and stay in that high vibration. But I'm also human. And so as a human, even if you have all the tools, sometimes we're going to ebb and flow. Well, I ebbed quite a few, I'd say days, maybe a few weeks on turning 70. And it wasn't positive. And I caught myself saying a lot of negative things like, wow, I'm getting old. Oh my gosh, I want to do certain things and I feel like my body's slowing down. I was just saying a lot of negative things, counter to what I normally do in life. I let the number hit me. I let my perspective of this overflow. And so I woke up this morning and I said to myself, I need to go back to what I teach others and teach it for me again. Sometimes we have to remember, what we need to learn over and over again. And luckily, if you have tools, you can do it much more quickly. That's the idea. None of us are going to do it perfectly. So to backtrack, I'm going to tell you what I did years ago and show you what I did today to expand my energy instead of contract, because I was contracting. So about, 7, 8 years ago, I went to a networking meeting and I found myself very nervous. I saw all these people, it was in California, and they all knew each other. And I walked in the room of 200 people and I felt very left out, very shy, very low confidence. And I had a very bad day, and there was 2 more days of the conference. And I went back to my hotel room and I was feeling sorry for myself. I was in my negative state, poor me, victim. And then I said, okay, kind of what I did this morning. Come on, Ruth, what do you need? So I knew that I needed to connect to a higher version of me. And I did this meditation that I now teach in a lot of my classes of how to find that higher version. We call it the character, your essence, and we give it a name. And that character can be somebody you admire that has the qualities that you want. It could be a fictional person. It could be a made-up person. Mine's made up. I'll share with you in a second. It could be an animal. It could be anything. It could be just a light. But it encompasses what it is that you want to develop more of. Excuse me. So I, at that time, wanted to develop more boldness, courage, but also maintain who I am as a person. And I ended up calling her the bold, loving goddess because she had courage, she had confidence, but she was also loving and compassionate. And she was a goddess where she could feel free and abundant and open. So I stepped into her. Literally, I teach the skill of how to embody this beautiful essence that you want. And that morning I went into the next day and I visualized being the bold, loving goddess walking in the room. And embodiment means you actually hold it. And I felt myself beam out, because when you feel it, it's very powerful. And that day, people were coming up to me. They were asking me out to lunch. I barely did anything. I was just exuding this energy. That's why I love doing that exercise. So bold, loving goddess is my essence. But sometimes I forget her. I forgot about her these last few weeks. So when I woke up this morning, oh, hopefully this stayed on. It was a weird thing. She said in my mind, be grateful, and rant about it. So in my kitchen, I just started saying things like, I'm grateful I'm not in debt. I'm grateful I have a great income. I'm grateful my beautiful grandchildren are my daughter and the happiness they give me. I'm grateful I don't have any cancer. I just went into everything. And when I finished, I was like, I could feel my energy lifting, and that felt good. And then I started thinking about breakfast, and I said, what would my higher self, bold, loving goddess, eat today? I wanted to just live in that higher version completely today. And the answer was the soup you made last night, because it's really healthy. So I had the soup for breakfast. And I just kept asking questions. Okay, what would be next? What would she do? How would she be? It was just really living, breathing, embodying, and following what my higher self would do and be, and just taking those actions. And here I am. It's about 4 p.m. right now. And I am really expanded, completely different than I've been in 2 weeks, because I stood in that higher version of me. And your higher version might look different. I was just working with a client, and he chose a butterfly. And the butterfly represented freedom and beauty and the ability to step out of himself. And so he embodied those qualities as a butterfly. So it could be something in nature. It could be anything you want. It could be Oprah Winfrey. It could be Gandhi. You pick that higher essence that you want to live in. Imagine making a commitment to yourself that every day you want to step into this higher version of you. So you already have those qualities within. It's just that we forget. And there's something about creating that character or that image and physically stepping into him or her where you feel it on a deeper level, and it just opens you up, where you become that version. Isn't that beautiful? So that is the gift that I gave myself today, and I'm continuing it all day long. And it's like, okay, what am I going to ask her next? And I'm looking at, how do I want to be, do, or have as that bold, loving goddess? That's it. So I'd love to hear from you, your thoughts about what I'm sharing, and also inviting you, give yourself the gift of, all you have to do is close your eyes. Ask yourself, what qualities do I want to expand or add or develop? Write them down. And then think of a person in history. Maybe it's a character in a movie. It could be anything, or a made-up one like I did. And give it a name. And see that vision of who they are and how they are in the world, how they think, how they feel, how they stand. And then physically get into that being. Like, feel like yourself, like you're owning that being. Breathe it in and just start your day